Right, 16 November 2025, and today I'm excited to be giving you the Sunday update, and today's update will be quite short. So let's go into the trending stories, starting obviously with the important event that is taking place in South Africa. That is the G20. So this week we're starting to see a lot of activity in South Africa with construction on the roads. So it's very difficult to move around in South Africa with most roads closed. If you're driving on the roads this week, you saw how painful it was, especially towards the airport, with the new lines being drawn and cleaning taking place. Johannesburg is looking like a totally different city altogether. So let's look at the news, and we're going to start with the tragic news of the death of the driver of General PV Sibanda, who is the commander of the Zimbabwe Defence Forces, CDF. And this is a tragic accident which is now starting to come to light. And this news obviously traveled quite slowly, and he passed away in an accident on the Bulawayo-Harare Road, according to sources. That is Sergeant Phillip Chiutsi. He passed away in a single car accident. So there was no one else to witness the accident, and it's not clear what happened. As you can see, this car was totally damaged, and it rolled over multiple times. You can see it that it totally rolled over multiple times. No one knows what happened, as it was a single car accident. However, as I always say, in Zimbabwe, don't travel at night, don't travel at high speed, and make sure that your car tires are in a good condition. Otherwise, you have a very bad accident. This car appears to be a single cab Toyota Hilux, and from what I can see here, this is a car obviously in the condition of the army cars, mostly not well serviced. But I don't want to say what caused the accident. I do not know. All I can tell you is that he passed away in this accident only 1 week or 10 days before his boss was set to step down. So PV Sibanda is set to step down on the 23rd of November, which is next week's Sunday or Monday. There will be an event where the commander of the Zimbabwe Defence Forces will be stepping down, and a replacement in the Zimbabwe National Army will be named by Mnangagwa. As you are aware, it's not possible for the Zimbabwe National Army not to have a commander. So on the day that PV Sibanda steps down, which is on Monday next week, we are going to know who is the new CDF or commander of the Defence Forces of Zimbabwe. It's going to be very interesting. This is a once-in-a-lifetime change. It's very rare to see such a change at that level. The last time we saw that change was when Chiwenga left the army and joined the government of Zimbabwe. And there's speculation that Chiwenga will be replaced as vice president by PV Sibanda. But it's just speculation. I do not know what is going to happen. And these things are just speculations. No one really knows. It is just talk. Then let's quickly go into other news. We have breaking news coming out of Plumtree, which is the escape of the most wanted person in Plumtree. That is Mike Predator Mate. We've carried this story. This man is very dangerous and has been involved in the murder of people in Plumtree and abuse of his employees. According to news that is coming out, he has escaped from prison in Zimbabwe. That is very rare. And as I said, this man, there's something odd about him. There is quite a big possibility that he's part of state security, like he was claiming when he was abusing his victims. So he has escaped and cannot be found. after he escaped in Plumtree last night or the night before. I do not know the exact night when he escaped. Then, in related news, Zimbabwean Jabulani Tabangu Moyo, one of the most wanted men in South Africa, who killed policemen who were transporting him around August, has been involved in a shootout with police yesterday at Cosmos City. So one of his accomplices was shot dead by police, but he managed to escape. So this is crazy because the people of South Africa were thinking that he left for Zimbabwe, but it turns out that he was in South Africa. He stayed at Cosmos City, and when police got intelligence that he was in Cosmos City, they went over there to look for him and then got involved in a massive shootout, which resulted in the death of one suspect, but he managed to escape and cannot be found. Some of the weapons that they had, these guys are big weapons, including an AK-47, which was displayed by police. So it's very sad to see one of the Zimbabweans involved in this crime. Most Zimbabweans normally don't get involved in such criminal activities. And then let's go to Chiwenga. So Chiwenga was in Botswana, and he was in a closed door meeting with President Duma Boko. And this is because of the health crisis which is currently facing Botswana, where there's a shortage of drugs and also generally a shortage of money in Botswana due to the economic crisis which has hit Botswana. So my understanding is that President Duma Boko has been talking to different people and different countries looking for a way to get assistance. So I guess that the reason why this was a closed door meeting is probably because Botswana is asking for more assistance from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a much bigger country compared to Botswana. However, they are more organized, they've got a better currency. Unfortunately, they are a much smaller country in terms of population, and the economy of Botswana is currently going through the most due to the diamonds, which are not performing well. But this meeting with Vice President Chiwenga, very interesting, and I hope that a solution is found. So Botswana's economy needs a big turnaround, and it won't come from diamonds. It will have to come from something else. And I hope that a solution is found here quickly. And obviously, we have that amazing picture of the handing over of wheelchairs by the second lady of Zimbabwe, Minnie, one of the most popular people in Zimbabwe. She handed over some wheelchairs to great men. Great men is running a campaign called Makumbo Kuvanu. So he has done very well. And I think that he will go down in history as one of the people that are doing quite well in terms of marketing himself, going out there, and his disability has not stopped him from doing what is needed to help others. And then in terms of business, this week, we're going to see the opening of one of the biggest malls in South Africa in the high density areas. So Ekasi, this is one of the biggest malls that is going to open. It's called Soshanguve Mall. It was originally Soshanguve Plaza, and it's going to be a hub, 55,000 square meters, which is going to open on Friday the 21st in Soshanguve. So Pretoria and the areas around it doing very well in terms of this. Look at this mall. It looks amazing, and it has totally transformed the area around Soshanguve. So this is one development that is coming in a long time. In fact, the biggest mall that has come recently is Four Ways Mall, which has been quite a while. And Soshanguve Mall is going to be a big change coming after, for example, Maponya Mall, which is over 15 years, I believe. And this is a new way of development which is taking place. You can see that people in this area are going to get a lot of jobs, a lot of retail jobs to be created here. We're talking of thousands and thousands of jobs to be created in Soshanguve. Then let's go to Botswana. In Botswana, there is a sad story currently developing, and this is to do with the woman that you see here on the left. She was married to a Kenyan man. So she's a Botswana citizen. She was married to a Kenyan man, and in 2017, she went, so she's 37 years old. So in 2017, she went to Kenya with her husband at that time and 3 children. So you can see Linda and Nyasha on the right. They're now grown, and a 3rd child. So if you look at the Botswana press this week, when they arrived in Kenya, the husband convinced her to put the children in school, and then they returned without the children to Botswana. And she has never heard from the children after she broke up with the father in around 2017, and she's now looking for her children. So very strange story, but this is actually a true story. Right now, since 2017, she hasn't seen her children. Only one of the children belong to the man. The other 2 children belong to another man, and they can't find those children. They don't know where they are since they were put in school in Kenya, and the police in Botswana have just now started looking for them. So very sad story, but crazy also to say someone is looking for someone that they left in 2017, right now in 2025, and I'm not sure if she cannot go on a flight and go to Kenya. Right, let's go to the newspapers. We're going to look quickly if the newspapers have published. If they haven't published, I'm going to be back here later. Let's look at the Sunday Mail, not there. The Sunday News, not there. Let's see if there's any other newspapers that we can see here. If not, let's go to our people. So we're going to go straight to our people, and I'm going to start, obviously, with the people that we follow on a daily basis. So, how can we start here? Let's start with Madam Boss. Madam Boss, she's doing so well. She's amazing. People love her. She's in Cape Town, and I hope that she found someone to do her hair. So today I'm not in Cape Town. I'm going to be doing G20. So you're not going to see me in Cape Town for a while. Look how beautiful she looks. Madam Boss, she's always on top of her game. Look at that dress. Look at that dress. Is that a dress or a suit? Look at those round things. Ndonakidza mana. Zvandoona zvinonakidza maningi. Look at that. I would like to say a lot more, but I won't. Let me keep going down. Let's look at the tight dress over here. Madam Boss, she makes me wish that I could wear a dress sometimes. That is amazing. Good job. Then let's go to Hopo. What is Hopo saying today? Hopo anomborasika, but sometimes arasiki. So let's look at what he's saying. Please help this family by re-sharing. So help bring Nokolo Kalale home. So she got missing, and last seen on Thursday, November 13, wearing glasses. And then he's carrying the story of Magaya. So the police in Zimbabwe are warning a woman called Albertina Saikonda, who is trying to raise 200,000 to bribe judges and police and investigators so that they can release Magaya. So that story is trending in Zimbabwe right now. Good job, Hopo, for carrying such a story. Many people won't carry a story on Magaya. Let's go to Minnie. Minnie Baloyi. She is Minnie Chiwenga, carrying the story of Greatman. Greatman was discovered by Sulumani Chimbetu. So that is the man that discovered him when he was down in the raw areas. So well, I watched everything. You can go and watch a video. Minnie, very humble, and we love her. She's amazing. Good job, Minnie. Let's clap for hands for Minnie. I like it. So that is amazing. Minnie doing what most people won't do, which is to go deep down in the high density areas of Harare to hand over the wheelchairs. She could easily have said, come and get the wheelchairs, but she went there herself. That is amazing. President Maboko, let's see what he's carrying today. So he's dancing with the baby. It's a World Children's Day. So he's dancing with the baby. I like it. I like the culture of Botswana. Let's see if he's carrying the story of President Chiwenga, not yet, or Vice President Chiwenga, not yet. Let's see what else is out here. Let's look at who did I miss? I miss someone right now. I missed Chido Sanyatwe, the woman with the best hair in Zimbabwe. So let's see what she's saying today. Still nothing. And then let's look at President Hakainde Hichilema. And he is facing one of the biggest elections in 2026. Just a few months to go. It's going to be hot. But he has got, obviously, a picture of the President of Israel right here. Earlier this week. So he's resharing this picture. And you know that DRC and Zambia are the two countries that hosted the President of Israel this week. Amazing stuff. The Holy Nation of Israel. And then let's go to, who else did I miss? Let's go to our X. X. Let's cut X and see what's happening on X. On X, we're going to see Chamisa, Homeboy Wangu, Ariere Chamisa, Panombona Oere Chamisa. Chamisa, the great assignment as you go, preach saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. 36,000 views. People don't like it when Chamisa is talking about the kingdom of heaven. Murima hederi. Moda politics, msindo. Let's go and look at Takura Shangaja. Takura Shangaja is my homeboy. So, Mashingo. So let me tell you about Mashingo. Mashingo is the political hub of Zimbabwe. Around my village, so from Nyeka Growth Point to Bechinaf Bridge, that area, what you do from Paroi going to Bechinaf Bridge, almost 99% of your politicians come from there. It's as if it's in the water. Mavitori, Akazara, mu politics, Vano Pisa, Semoto. So let's see what Takura Shangaja is saying. So Takura Shangaja last tweeted on the 12th of November. Dangote has put a sue on Zimbabwe economic policy. The only fall short of giving him a military guard of honor reserved for a visiting head of state. Takura Shangaja, Argo Jaka, Mnangagwa. And then so 15 akati, I have never loved at my life as hard as I did today. Kusikana kwana kamba zimwenzendo taurai madzoka. I don't know what's happening over here, but he is amazing. Takura Shangaja doing so well. Then let's go to First Lady of Zimbabwe, Ariere Mamoyo, First Lady of Zimbabwe. What happened to Auxilia? Is she okay? She hasn't featured in a very long time. Auxilia Mnangagwa is missing. Dara, Auxilia Mnangagwa is missing. Askubatika, Arova, Sechumi, ye paper. Auxilia Mnangagwa, Ari Pamana. So she's not here. She can't be found. She's not tweeting. She's not doing anything. NDP, Mamoyo. She's not here. Then let's look at the president of Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa has tweeted. I was watching his tweets just now. Yesterday I traveled, so I didn't manage to cover his graduation ceremony at what to call the ZPS. So Mnangagwa is very interesting. Let me show you Mnangagwa. So I want to show you Mnangagwa. There is Mnangagwa, president of Zimbabwe, commander-in-chief, chancellor of all universities in Zimbabwe. So let's see what he's saying, Mnangagwa. So, president of Zimbabwe over here. What happened? Why am I so down over here? So let me go at the top. I have arrived at the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, Ndabazinduna Training School in Matabeleland North Province, where I will preside over the pass out of 156 and 157 A total of 1195 correctional officers are graduating. So remember what happened with Air Force. Then we have the Army guys with ZPS. Then with the infantry guys, things are happening quickly in Zimbabwe. Got so much officers. But what I like about these guys, their uniforms look good. Look at the uniforms. This is a good job. Zimbabwe Prison Service. Musazondisunga kana ndakuya kuZimbabwe next week. Mukandisunga mopera nechakapfekedza mbudzi. That is the guys over here looking amazing. Mnangagwa is dressed very nicely. This suit, I last saw it when he was in Dubai. I can't believe it. He's wearing this suit. It's amazing. And he's got glasses. So doing very well, looking very, very smart and neat, and I like it. So let's move to another person. I want to go to Tendai Biti. So Tendai Biti is very interesting because what Tendai Biti is doing is launching something without telling anyone. And then the police are telling us that Tendai Biti is launching. I never knew about this thing, that Tendai Biti was launching. So there's a Tendai Biti Twitter account. Why am I not seeing it? Let's Google Tendai Biti and see what is over there. So Tendai Biti was supposed to launch something, but it didn't launch. So I don't know what happened. I'm trying to look for that thing, and I can't find it. Let's see if Oppo Chingono has tagged him. Right, I'm not seeing it, but Tendai Biti was supposed to launch, and I don't know what has happened with that thing. I know he wrote a long story, but for some strange reason, I can't see the tweet now. I was looking at it last night, and I can't see it. He is saying that he's being victimized, and he is a democracy fighter. He is one of the top democratic fighters in Zimbabwe, having been with Morgan Tsvangirai since day one. And as soon as he launches, ED 2030 will stop. So that is what he's saying, but I can't find the tweet. I'll show it to you guys on the website. Tendai Biti, one thing that I'm fighting against these guys is failure to launch. So you cannot take power from a movement. It will never happen. It has never happened anywhere. There is no country where a movement takes power. If you want to take power, you must have a political party. Then you take power. Unfortunately, that is not happening in Zimbabwe. We've got people who think they can take power from a movement. It will never happen. So I think I'm done with all the stuff that I wanted to cover. Let's go to the newspapers once more. If we don't find them, we are out. We'll be back later on, and then we'll let you guys know what's new. Sunday Mail, Sunday News, those are the only two newspapers left in Zimbabwe. The rest of the newspapers, Waka Broker. So Waka Broker, I don't know why. We used to have the Sunday Standard, Waka Broker. We used to have other newspapers in the past. Waka Broker, I think it's because of this new group of newspapers that are coming in right now, which are taking over. So we don't have any new newspapers right now. Let's go to South Africa and look for the Sunday Independent, and then we're out. In South Africa, the big story that is there is the intelligence failure. So the South African intelligence is always in the news for some drama or the other. So today they're in the drama because they bought drones, and these drones have been sitting at the head office without being used since 5 years ago. So I don't know if those drones can still move, but they bought those drones for 500,000 rands 5 years ago. And then they bought 13 grabbers. Grabbers is, I just put something in my satchel, and I'm looking, let's say I'm looking for Mate, and Mate is hiding somewhere. I can go to within 1 meter of where Mate is hiding using the grabber. So they bought 13 grabbers, they're using the grabbers. That is why they're so successful with identifying kidnappers. However, the drones, those are the most important tools, because if you've got a drone, you've got a place where you suspect crime is about to happen. You let the drone hang there at the top, hiding how many kilometers up in the air. You let that drone hang there, and then the guys are coming, they don't know the drone is watching, and then you send a ground team and you hit them hard. So the drones have not been used in Cape Town. The drones that are currently being used belong to the Cape Town city. So it's not clear why the drones are not being used. And that is the way it is right now. Intelligence in South Africa, always in the public for the wrong reason. But I don't think this is going to last. I believe that after all these commissions and parliamentary investigations, things are going to do much better in South Africa. I think I'm done with that. Let's just look at Zambia, and then I'll be back here later to give you adverts. You know that we need to show you adverts. There are so many things that are coming out in adverts. So in Zambia, there's nothing. And then let me give you guys an update. Tonight, I'll be coming back here as promised to make an announcement on the future of M31 and our campaign in Ngulumane. So I'm going to give you an update tonight and how we're going to proceed. So massive developments have taken place behind the scenes, and I'll let you guys know what we've planned to do with M31 and also with my campaign in Ngulumane. And it's going to be the most interesting thing that you've ever seen. And then obviously, President of MDC, Douglas Monzora, we've asked him to come here tonight after he was removed by force by his team. So he was removed by Mukoi, who is the Secretary for Defense, who blocked him from entering the building. So he's not allowed to enter the building. And therefore, we want to find out what is the way forward. This is a party which people love, much love to the MDC. I love the MDC party myself. One of the first parties that I joined, I was one of the first people to join the MDC when it was formed. Morgan Tsvangirai came to Bulawayo, and then on arrival at Bulawayo, he brought all the students, and then they announced the formation of MDC. And a certain young man called Bota, Bota, he sold me my first card of the MDC. So let us support the revival of the MDC. It's very important for the future of our country. We need political parties. Then our sponsor, Mve, over here, you buy one packet, you get one packet free. This thing is amazing. So let me show you. These are 2 packets, 200 grams. You will never see such packets in your whole life because we've got the biggest packets. And when you're drinking Mve, make sure there is no open space. It must be totally sealed because Mve is the most powerful herb for women and for men. Buy one packet for yourself, buy one packet for your wife. Unokwara. Unokwara. This thing is amazing, especially for women. It treats so many things. So according to our sponsor, these are the benefits of Mve. So for women especially, if you drink Mve for 3 months, Bano Pisa, same motto, you will never ever stop again. So I vouch for it, and the energy that we have, you have never seen. Let's look at the comments. Kulumani people are saying you are a sellout, and they'll show you on the ballot box. You are forewarned. Yes, Pasi na Gambakwe. Gambakwe, Shigananda. Kulumani, Pamberinayo. Muchaita MP, Akanaka. Asinga Tengesi. Asi mafanizi, unopenga zishwa 1 by 1. Kusoka 2030 kunenge kwa Sara Mnangagwa. Ari Ega. Problem, you want everyone to agree with you. If they don't, you say you are lost. Do not accept. I am delusional. Gambakwe is delusional. Yes, Gambakwe is delusional. I agree with you. But you are displaying VP and Boko. Morning, Gambakwe. Yes, VP and Boko are over here. That is Chiwenga. I don't want to display this other VP. He's going to say, Gambakwe, we are going to do that. Takanza uchiti ndodanana anesu. Kutamba wangu VP, VP wangu Mohadi, kutamba wangu naye, kutamba nemuswe wasekuru Mohadi. So it's crazy. So I think it's clear. Drama is happening. Umeacha resign na manje. Akaramba achifarira mabhebhi madiki diki. I think the thing is, Anesu, she's so young. I think she's like 30. If I'm not mistaken, she's like 30. That would be crazy. Ane kuma 90. But I don't think Good Mohad is actually in love with her. My understanding is that she wants to become an MP and she's moving around in the entourage. I don't know why, but that is what I heard. But whatever happens, happens. The women are so happy that Anesu left Uyu prophet. They're saying if a man is cheating, you must leave him and find a man that will respect you, like Mohadi. 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 All right, I think I've covered it, and it's so amazing. I love Zimbabwe. We all love Zimbabwe. It's our country. Let's make it work, and we'll do all if we love our country. I think we've covered everything. Unfortunately, I can't cover the newspapers for you now. I'll bring you the newspapers at midday. Gambakwe, a comedian. Cindy, yes, Mohad. Hanesu, Uripi, and Dadarara. Hanesu. All right. I think I've covered it. I'll see you guys later. And what else? What else is missing here? I think I've missed something. What have I missed? Let me look at my list. I want to see my list before I go. So we obviously covered everything, roads, and then Ramaphosa. Yes, I missed Ramaphosa. So Ramaphosa is going to be, okay, the leadership of Ramaphosa is being challenged. So there's a letter that is currently circulating within the NC that says Mbeki should replace Ramaphosa. So today that letter is being talked about, and we should expect an update at the end of next week. That is after the G20. So by Friday, the 28th, we'll know if Ramaphosa is going to stay in office or if he's going to leave. Because there's actually a proposal by the veterans that Ramaphosa must step down and Mbeki must take over. So the lectures that you saw Mbeki doing are being said to be a preparation for him to take over as president. But many people are denying it. So let's see what happens in 2 weeks. That would be amazing. That means South African will never have a president that finishes a term in a long one, except for Mandela. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll see you guys later. And a good day to you all.